Summer Madness, from Summer Madness 15 in London. It's been, what, 7 years since they've been over there. Now, I'm making it my business to do this blog right here because what happened up there last night is what I foreseen it. And I told anybody who would listen that the shit was going to happen. I yelled it out and I stood on it because I felt passionate about this shit, bro. I really should have bet. I don't believe in betting on battle rap, but damn it, I should have bet on that battle. When I seen the poster and the trailer and the announcement for Lux versus Twork, I said to myself, Lux is going to go over there to London and he is going to expose exactly how overrated New Jersey Twork has been. In my opinion, Twork has not been good in a long ass time. See, I used to rock with Twork heavy, you understand? Like, I was more of a fan of Twork. The last dope battle I remember Twork having was him versus Rock. And that was at the Drake card. That was a few years ago, bruh. That was the last time I was interested in anything Twork had to say. And besides that, the Twork I was a fan of was the Twork who had a little bit more intricacy to his pen. Not that simplistic Willy Wonka's type stuff. I heard Twork one time say a Willy Wonka bar and niggas went crazy like it was the dopest shit they ever heard in their fucking life. I just couldn't believe it. Y'all hype the man. Y'all hype him up. It's that star power. Twork for a long time has been getting by on star power popularity alone. You can't tell me no different. And it disgusts me. It disgusts me. You understand? So I felt in my heart of hearts, Lux is going to go over there and he's going to expose exactly how simplistic and how overrated Twork really is. Compared to what Lux is, you just couldn't even compare. You could not even compare the material. I gave up on Twork a long time ago. Remember, I'm talking about back when he battled Surf, he dropped the ball, right? The Real Name Brandon situation. The man had choked for so long. I remember this like it was yesterday. That man choked for so long, I had time to go to the bathroom, come back out, and he still couldn't get it together. And I'm not even ragging on him. I'm just saying, watching these things happen continuously at that time, I was like, oh, I'm done with Twork. It got so bad, smacking him had to sit the nigga down, man. Came back, he got, in his bag. It was a new bag. He was just popping these haymakers. He was just, it ended up, they started calling him the walking haymaker, right? That became like a little side nickname they would call him, right? I can name so many battles. I'm sitting here like, y'all really got this, man. It's the popularity. It's the star power. That shit carry a lot of these battle rappers. This wasn't really even this wasn't even Lux on 100. This was like Lux on like a 70 or 80 right here. Roasting this man in the first round. Seeing folks saying things like, oh, he probably wrote this 2 days before. Because Twork one of them dudes, he'll write stuff at the last minute and then be coming up in there and spitting that stuff. And sometimes, a lot of time, and it's not surprising because you could tell. It's like we listening to it like, y'all thought that was fire? Out of all the things we ever heard New Jersey Twork say, y'all really think a lot of stuff he been saying for the past year and a half or so is fire compared to the moments that he actually used to make? You gotta be fucking shitting me. Huh? Twork really, he was in an interview, he was talking about this is gonna be the best Twork y'all ever seen. He said, Lux can't fuck with my pen. No, he the best to do. He's supposed to say things like that. But when you talk like that, you gotta back it up. And Twork did not back it up, not even a little bit, fam. The only thing to debate about this battle is if it's a 2-1 or a 30. When is the last time, or has there ever been a time where the crowd chanted 3-0 and they were directing it at Twork? Twork had no choice but to admit that he lost. I like the Dr. Sebi line that Twork had. There was another line he had. I can't really remember. And the thing is, Twork didn't do nothing different in this battle than he normally does. This Twork that battled Lux is the same Twork we've been seeing. The Twork that y'all swear be so fire, be so dope. It's just that he went up against somebody who he thought he was going to like easily beat. You ask all the battle rappers, all the bloggers and all of this, and most folks had Twork with a 30. They swore to God Twork was going to go over here and just obliterate Lux. And look how this shit come around. You cannot make this up. Look how it come around, man. Look at it. I don't know what's going on with Lux and Mook, Now it's like they found this superpower. It's like if you consider them God tier, it's like they're living to that potential now. And like crazy, they out here beating some of your top gunners. We talking about two niggas where they say paved the way, who, according to a lot of y'all, should not be able to fuck with any of these dudes, really. And they doing more than that. Convincingly, too. Twork was a little off. It seemed like someone really right with Twork. Looked like he was on drugs or something. Nah. But the first thing the coach will say is, oh, the only reason Lux won is because Twork had that situation where he had just got out of jail. And I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at all. Because the written shit already been done. You're out. You're free. You should be more excited than you would have been if the situation wouldn't have happened. You out and you get to perform and get your damn back in and all of this. You in London, fool. You still standing in front of loaded luck. You should have snapped in that first round. What the fuck was that? It's like Twork was like trying to kill Lux, but then it's like he was off a little bit at the same time. And I see a lot of people saying, you know, how comfortable Lux really was. How comfortable he was. He was just chilling. He was having fun with it. He was having fun with it, fam. It was one of them situations where he could have turned and looked like, oh, you still here? You know, he could have gave him the surf treatment at a point. It was like, oh, you still here? This battle rap thing is like this. You can get an understanding by how the first round starts. And the person who usually snatches the energy early is the person who usually end up winning. And it seemed like Twork had snatched the energy. He grasped it for a second. And just like Lux just came and snatched it out of his hand and ran off with that shit, fam. Twork spent way too much time impersonating that man. It's one thing to put the damn dashiki on and to talk like him. And when you really piece all this together, you start wondering, was he really taking his battle serious? Is he getting ready to battle Eazy? I really feel like Eazy gonna get him out of there. I feel like Eazy gonna get Twork up out of there. I'm not even an Eazy fan like that. I get tribes do, you know, where they do and everything like that. But all I'm saying is Twork has been overrated for a long time. That's all this Lux battle did. All it did was just show people, the non-believers who go so hard for these dudes and say, oh, you corny, you just don't like whatever, kid. You don't know battle. This is somebody who used to be a fan of Twork. I feel like he's a watered-down version of what he used to be. Y'all really thought the same Twork that's been running around here for the past year or so with the material that he's been running around here with, I thought that he was going to take that to London, stand in front of a loaded Lux and get a 3-0, nevertheless a 2-1. With that, you thought that you had to been on dope. I'm talking about the good shit, the pure stuff. There we win some and we lose some. What's next for Twork? Oh yeah, he can to battle Eazy. Like I said, when y'all say Twork is gonna body this person and body that person, y'all are only saying that because you're basing it off his popularity, his star power. Sometimes that star power ain't enough to save your ass, fam. That's what we seen here last night. Even if that was the case, Lux star power was at a completely different level. And London was waiting for Lux to spit his shit. Seen motherfuckers all the way in London. They over there got the signature gray hoodie logo shirts on, waiting for Lux. Is you ready, nigga? Smack, is you ready, nigga? Twork, is you ready, nigga? What? What? Come on, man. Come on, man. We win some, we lose some, man. Twork. You know, he always be talking about how much of a dog he is. When you talk about him and Eazy, this is part 2, right? When it comes down to it, the only reason people have Twork winning is because of that Hurricane Do situation. Because if you take that out and you're listening to that battle, tell me who you have winning when you take out that situation. Go back to that battle, listen to the material, take out that Hurricane Do shit. The fact that dude was standing there, all of that shit, you know, it was like it was set up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course Eazy wasn't going to win. You sitting there talking to this man about his lady while she's sitting there. That right there is just a setup for anybody. There ain't nothing no nigga could do with something like that. It couldn't have worked out any better for Twork. That's wild. To even look back at it and just think about it, that's wild. This time, he can't use that material. Well, he can, and depending on how he put it, maybe it might hit for some. Technically, he can still throw in his face, oh, you didn't get your get back. All those, I beat you. Your girl was right there. I'm still going to always be the dude who messed with your girl. But do it really even matter now? Because if Eazy dealing with Remy, you know, that's considered an upgrade. So do it really even matter now? There's so much for Eazy to talk about with Twork. And then there's so much for Twork to talk about with Eazy at the same time. You know, but we done heard every battle that Eazy has had the past year. We heard everybody bring it up and turn it this away, every way they could turn it, flip it any way they could flip it. What else is there to say? What other way is there to present the angle? So I say this to the Twork fans. If you were so confident, your man's gonna pack Lux up over in London last night. You see how it turned out. How well do you think it's going to go when him and Eazy get in front of each other? They're saying, oh, we're gonna pack up Lux and then he's gonna go pack up Eazy like it ain't nothing, right? Face it, Twork is overrated. That's what Lux exposed. And Eazy, being as smart of a competitor as he is, you know, listen, I'm not even an Eazy fan. I'm just saying, Twork just ain't that good anymore. It's that simple. But y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Predictions, Eazy and Twork. Y'all got winning, whatever. If you disagree with me, you know, keep it respectful. Because there is a small percentage of people who feel like Twork did not lose to Lux. So if you are one of those people, tell me why and tell me what rounds you talk about. But honestly, I think if you want that type of time, it ain't even worth you typing in the damn comments, fam. It ain't really nothing to talk about. Like, really. I'm saying, is Twork really overrated? My opinion, yes, he is. But if comments, thoughts, opinions, Realest One.
Hey, yo, what up? Going on? What's good? Realest One, slide accordingly. Mr. Slide accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, support the platform, support a real one.